Python 3.6 introduced another way of formatting values in a string. These are called f-strings, or formatted string literals. Now at the moment I won't be using f-strings in the course. That's because there's no plans to backport them to earlier versions of Python 3. Python 3.4 is still very common, and f-strings won't work with that version or earlier versions. But with that said, it is worth being familiar with them, so let's have a quick look. I'm going to use the strings.py file from an earlier video, so I'm going to select that. We're going to work with this file. Now at the moment we've got an error on the last line. I use that to demonstrate that you can't concatenate a string as an int. So let's firstly just check this by running it again, confirming we've still got the error. And you can see we've still got this type error, can only concatenate strings, not an int to string. So let's fix that using an f string. So all we really need to do to fix that is to put the letter F before is up here. So put an F before the double quote, and that's literally all we need to do. So an f string is defined by putting the letter F before the opening quotes. Now that we've done that, we can use a variable name inside curly braces in a similar way that we've used replacement fields. So what we can do is delete this extra double quote here, come up and put age there. We can put age in left and right curly braces, like so. And we can remove the other double quote there. So we've got it all in the one string now. So as you can see, it looks very similar to a replacement field. It's a lot cleaner because we don't have to use .format at the end anymore. So if we run the program, let's do that just to make sure that it works. And you can see we've no longer got an error, and the output is showing Tim is 24 years old, and Tim wishes he was 24 years old. Alright, so all the formatting for replacement fields also work with f-strings. So for example, I can do some formatting along these lines, so let's just type some code in. So line 24, I'm going to type print, parentheses, f, double quotes, pi is approximately, and then in left and right curly braces, noting that the right one's added for us automatically, I can type in an expression, 22 divided by 7 colon 12 dot 50f. Then we've got our double quote and then our right parentheses. Now clearly you can see that I've used an expression rather than a variable name there. So let's just try running that first. And you can see we've got the value showing. Now what we could also do is calculate 22 divided by 7 first and then use a variable. So let's do that. So pi on line 25 is equal to 22 divided by 7. Line 23 we'll do a print parentheses f double quotes pi is approximately, and left and right curly braces, and we'll put this time we'll use the variable, so pi colon 12.50f for formatting. And sorry, for precision, and then we'll run that again, and you can see we've got the identical output. So now that you understand replacement fields, you can change to using f-strings instead if you want, but be aware that your code won't run on Python 3 versions earlier than 3.6 if you do use them. In the next video, we'll finish this section with a quick look at yet another way to format strings. See you in the next video.